What's up, people? We are back with more of Sound of Drop Fall into Poison. So in the previous video we managed to escape from Kenji, who was kind of, possessed. He got the purple in his eyes and tried to kill us, so yeah, we had to run away from him, and luckily he didn't chase us into this particular section, which is sort of like an half outdoor stage where, instructors perform in front of people, audiences, with sea lions or dolphins or stuff like that. That's pretty much where we are right now, so let's continue. A stage. That's right. For things like the sea lions. A stage. One facility that no aquarium should lack. From kids to adults, the show is something everyone can enjoy. This small aquarium, Manten Aquarium, still has a stage despite its size. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Upon muttering this, doubt enters my mind. Yoshi-san said this place was on a shifted time axis, but even so, each section just feels too different. The Fish of the World booth, where the first strange phenomenon occurred, the jellyfish booth and tunnel tank. Thinking back on them in order, they each felt like their own distinct time period. The countless fish that decayed, the immensely entrancing beauty with each new facility I entered. The look changed. Ridiculous. There can't be. I start to say, then shake my head. I don't know how many things I had thought impossible have come to pass here. This crazy theory, perhaps. Never mind. I have to find Himeno. Pushing my doubts to the edge of my mind, I head down the stairs for the guest seating towards the stage. Huh? This is... About halfway to the stage, I find a booklet on top of a seat that is thick enough to contain about 50 pages. Manten Aquarium Guidebook is written on the front cover. That's all I see, just the name and nothing else. Oh wow, this has a map inside. Is it really that? So this is the entire aquarium. The tunnel tank is actually a pretty big part of it, but I like the way that it's done. Sort of like you walk through the tunnel tank to get to another section, which sort of makes sense, right? But that is like a main part of the entrance, because that way you're always basically walking through it. And this was, I believe, the jellyfish tank, which is actually right beside it. Alright. I suddenly realize as I am finishing my sentence, since Himeno has our map, this is definitely going to come in handy. I'll try and read a little more. I'll keep going. It's not, I don't think it's a bad thing to know about our surroundings, right? Because if we move into a different direction, then at least we'll know more about it, or kind of know what exactly it is. So reading a little bit doesn't hurt too much, I think. Thumbing through the pages, I see that it has an introduction to Manten Aquarium. Other than that, there are bits of trivia around the fish on display. Like that the piraruca is the biggest freshwater fish, or that the orca communicate using ultrasonic waves. I want to read through this later. Though I don't want to part with the guidebook, I detach the map from it. Not knowing what might happen, I come to the conclusion that I don't want to carry anything bulky. Okay. Suppressing my desire to sit down and read it, I return the guidebook to the seat. Staff room. There might be someone there. On weeknights, they hold the adult-targeted Manten Aquarium exploratory tour. It supposedly shows off the other side of Manten Aquarium. For that expedition, pathways that customers are normally unaware of are printed in the guidebook. According to the map, there appears to be a staff waiting area. It seems they don't stop there on the exploratory tour, but the place itself is printed on the map. If I go there, someone may be there. Looking at the map, I wonder which way I should go as I follow the route. It seems there are two paths to the staff room. The first path is through the passageway I went through earlier. The other seems to be through an underground passage connected to the inside of the shed on the stage. Even though it's labeled as underground, it is more accurate to say it is one floor down. I still don't know how Hiyoshi-san is, so I think I should take the latter path. Exactly. I'm scared after all. Himeno, Where are you? Lowering my defenses, these weak-hearted words well up inside me. I mumble them as I step onto the stage. Following those words, anxiety descends upon me. You, I am right here. No way! Himeno! I doubt that voice, which seemed ready and waiting for me, was an illusion. No way! That's cruel, Mayu! Himeno! Where is she? I can hear Himeno's voice, but I can't see her. Where is she? I think as I glance about the stage, Himeno is nowhere to be found. That's right, inside the shed. The way she was talking was probably like either she's scared or captured or tired, I don't know. Something feels off. When the shed at the edge of the stage enters my line of sight, I head for it at double speed. Double speed means double trouble as well. The floor is wet enough that it seems I should slip, but somehow I hold on and move forward. The inside of the shed is as if a waiting area and a warehouse had been combined into one room. The fishy stench is probably from the stairs or stains from food used during the shows. In the past, I had seen a fish thrown to a sea lion that caught a ball with its nose. What? She's just sitting there. Himeno! Himeno! At the edge of the shed, in a plain metal chair against the wall. For a second I thought the watch on her wrist was like she was tied, but it's just a watch. Himeno is leaning against the back in what appears to be a state of total exhaustion. I have so much to say to you, Himeno, because Seeing her face, any thoughts of our argument are completely blown out of existence. Words that found no form are forever pushed away. The fact that she is alright, all on its own, makes me happy. It's fine. First of all, calm down. Ugh. Himeno, what's wrong? Mayu, don't make that face. There's nothing to worry about. I have a lot of things to say to Himeno, but my words get caught up in my throat. Seeing Himeno breathing heavily, my own pulse quickens. As I stand there, forgetting how to breathe, Himeno lays a hand on my chest. Even when she had a cold, Himeno would still come to school with a smile on her face. When she got injured at a club, she wouldn't take time off from gym class. That's why, even in this aquarium, I thought somewhere in my heart that Himeno would be fine. If only we could reunite. Surely she'd lead with a smile. We'd go home side by side. That had been my hope. I'm sorry, Mayu. I don't think I can make it. It is so easy for Himeno's soft complaints to punch me right in the heart. With just that one phrase, I drop to my knees in front of her. Mayu, get up. I won't. No, because I shake my head at Himeno's words. I can't remain standing, not while seeing my precious friend like this and hearing her frail voice. What was that? Every time Himeno speaks, she spews white nematodes from her mouth. I am not sure if she is aware of it or not, but thin creatures like that look like mealworms wriggle at her feet. With a clatter, Himeno seems as if she might fall from the chair. I support Himeno from under her arm, propping her up. Oh gosh. Thank you. Don't thank me, Himeno. What happened? Himeno's body is hot, the same as when I had my 104-degree fever. No, higher than that. I'm glad I got to see you again, but I didn't want you to see me in this state. Ugh. Oh god, those white little things, wiggly worms. Unable to finish what she is saying, Himeno coughs up several nematodes along with some spit. Ugh. I don't want to see it. Not necessarily because it is weird or disgusting. I just don't want to see Himeno this way. Himeno, let's go to the hospital. We'll eat ice cream, alright? Exactly. Ice cream is gonna make everything better. That's probably impossible now. Hearing the words that had fallen instinctively from my mouth, Himeno smiles back at me. Even as I ignore the lie in Himeno's smile, I still become aware of it. It is not impossible. Mayu. It's not impossible. I'll take you to a hospital, okay? So let's go. Thanks. That you feel that way fills me up. It's not just my feelings. Got it, Himeno? Can you stand? Don't overdo it. Okay, Mayu? That's right. I wanted to apologize to you, Mayu. In an attempt to lend her my shoulder, I take Himeno's arm, but she quickly brushes me off. Oh gosh, the pendant. Himeno's hands are shaking. Despite this, she reaches into her pocket and pulls out the keychain. That's... Yeah. By the way, when I thought back to when I picked it up, it most likely wasn't yours, Mayu. I'm such an idiot. You're not. It was because I didn't listen at all to what you said. Because I was so convinced you had dropped it, Mayu. Thinking back, she's repeating the same thing over and over. Himeno's consciousness must be getting hazy. What? You saw her eyes? Oh my god, there was like blood running down her eyes. Every time Himeno gets choked up, she vomits up vicious sputum and lively bugs. Even so, I can't look away from Himeno. I get the feeling that if I don't look at her face, I will never again see her smile. I don't think I'm being overdramatic or anything of the sort, since I had never heard of someone throwing up bugs. Look at her eyes, oh gosh. Here, you take it, Mayu. What? This keychain? Yeah. There seems to be no mistake someone dropped it. That's why... Give it back to them. Give it back? We're back together, right? Manten Aquarium is small. Surely we'll find them right away, won't we? Jeez, Mayu, you idiot. Can't you tell by looking? There's no way I can go home. No, don't, Himeno. If you say that, it'll come to pass. Himeno places the keychain in my palm, then softly places her hands once more on my shoulders. She moves her hands from there to the back of my head. Then, with a light, feather-like sensation, she pulls me close to her. No, Mayu, get home, no matter what. That hug lasts only a few seconds, then Himeno lightly pushes me away. I couldn't take it. If I infected you, just leave me here. Right as the end of her sentence fades away, her head flops forward. No way! No way! Himeno's body, with her eyes shut and not even one fingertip moving, is hot. Even so, Himeno won't turn her smile my way. She won't respond to my voice. No way! There's just no way! Without a second thought, I hold Himeno. She said I might get infected, but that doesn't matter to me. Having welled up inside her mouth, nematodes crawl about Himeno's puffed up lips. Experiencing feelings of intense denial, I wipe away a nematode and crush it. A murky green liquid remains on my fingers. I quickly rub it off on the floor. She's moving? With her chest so close to mine, I can feel a pulse. No mistake. It is a heartbeat. Pulling away from Himeno, my trembling hand somehow lands on her left breast. Having sunk into that softness, I definitely feel a pulse going ba-dump, ba-dump. She's alive! Himeno! I'm so glad! Just like that, I forget about rubbing off the filth and sit down. Even with the bugs getting into her body, as long as she's alive, I think I can make it can work out somehow. I won't even consider the possibility of it not working out. But I can't think of a concrete way to save Himeno. Within my completely blank mind, there is only anxiety and fear. Having slumped more than sat down, a third person's voice reaches my ears. Anisakis and Pseudoterranova, Philometra, that aren't supposed to infect humans. I wonder what exactly could cause something like this to happen. If this situation wasn't what it is, I would immediately preserve some of them in a petri dish. What? From behind me, a cold voice interrupts my thoughts. In contrast with the feverish Himeno, that voice clings coolly to the nape of my neck. It is a woman's voice I've never heard. What the hell? It is a pity I cannot collect this precious sample. I don't have the luxury of time right now. I must find that child. Quickly. My, what a cute girl. What is it? Might you have come to the aquarium to have fun with your friend? Aquarium? This is Manten Aquarium, right? That's right. Me and Himeno. So this girl, she's called Himeno-chan then. The woman looks to be in her 30s, her blue eyeshadow leaving quite the impression. Her appearance coupled with her calm manner of speaking both tell me she must be quite mature. Her light-colored hair is collected into an updo and her suit is impeccably chosen. Those clothes... could you be an aquarium staff member? Yes, I am Saginuma Riko. At this aquarium, I am, I suppose, representative of the director? Like a vice director? A little bit different. It could take some time to explain. More importantly, you should move away from Himeno-chan. Huh? The woman called Himeno by name with a coquettish tone. It gives me the impression of being very forced. Crossing her arms as she looks down at me, the woman narrows her eyes. Would it be easier for you if I used the word infection? You have a wound on your leg, don't you? It's as if their fertility has intensified, meaning there are probably eggs amongst all that as well. What? She doesn't appear to be dead, but it is only a matter of time. You can no longer save Himeno-chan. That's... Please, wait a second. It's fine to leave her like that. After I finish my business, I'll take her with me as a sample. The corner of Saginuma-san's mouth widens as she says this. She's giving me a little bit of the creepy vibe. My fear of this woman is even greater than my anger at Himeno being referred to as a sample. Even though someone right in front of her eyes might die, she is smiling. How in the world can she make that face? Because I can't understand. Saginuma Riko-san seems terrifying to me. Please wait. If you're a member of the staff, then can't you take me to this building's first aid room or call an ambulance or something, since Himeno's alive? It seems you care for Himeno-chan a great deal, so try to imagine this. If you die because of her, think about how Himeno-chan would feel. Himeno is alive. Please don't say something like that. I'm begging you. Please save Himeno. I am not a doctor. It's not possible. Moreover, I don't think the rescue workers would want to respond to such a hopeless call. Saginuma-san says this bluntly in a cruel voice. Her voice is colder than the first time I heard it, like water that had frozen over. She can't be saved anymore. Every time those words come from her mouth, my pulse grows louder and quicker. My blood is rushing through me fast enough for my veins to be worn down from within. That's not good enough. Please, save her. Please save Himeno. Before I know it, I'm facing her and pleading. However, my desperate pleas are being shattered by her cruel smile. I don't like disobedient children. I also have work to do. Important work that matters. You have work? This place isn't normal. Isn't that something a staff member should get? After fear makes a lap through me, I push aside my emotions. Leaping over my fear and anxiety towards this woman, I wholeheartedly just want to save Himeno. Not normal? What do you mean? As aquariums also serve as research institutions, the situation itself isn't normal now, is it? I don't understand at all. That's enough. You know, no matter how much time I spend here, it won't help. If you wish to join me, you are free to do so. Free to join you? Saginuma-san, aren't you staff here? Are you saying you don't know anything about this aquarium filled with nothing but phenomena? I don't understand a word of what you're saying. Are these good things? I'm telling you, I'm going now. If you wish to die along with her, then just sit there, staring about like that. Later, I'll study you in full as well. The one sample is more than enough. I shudder as a chill runs down my spine, or up rather. I'm finally able to understand that this isn't a joke. That she is saying she sincerely doesn't care about whether Himeno lives or dies. Wait, please. You have wasted enough of my time. I must hurry up and find that child. That child? Is she talking about Mari or what? The last bit of what Saginuma says is inaudible as she runs out of the small room onto the stage. But neither harmful nor harmless. She's the type of person she is, or that's. Thinking she could point me down the one path that leads away from Himeno and I dying together. With just one phrase, I am thrust down to rock bottom. Himeno can't be saved. That single phrase bounces around my head numerous times. No, no, no! Turning it over in my head with such frequency, the truth Saginuma-san had stated is becoming engraved upon my heart. I can no longer hear the click-clack sound of her high heels. Instead, what resonates is the sound of drops falling from my eyes. If you're having doubts, then just die. Huh? Who? It is a girl's voice, much younger than Saginuma-san, around the same age as me in fact. I turn towards the voice coming a short distance away from where I'm holding Himeno. Didn't we see her before? We bounced into her at like the very beginning. Or bumped, not bounced. A slender girl who is a little taller than me, with eyes a little different color than Saginuma-san's cold eyes, looks down at me scornfully. Her long hair is tied back, dangling behind her like a tail. She is a bit different from Himeno, but is still a girl in fashionable attire. I watch her with cautious interest as she glares at me. What's this, all of a sudden? Who knows? I'm just annoyed with you, since I hate people who are so wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? You think you can just show up and know how I'm feeling? I don't know. I'm not interested. I feel irritated at this girl who knows nothing of my circumstances showing up with all of these complaints. To think that Saginuma-san left, and now this? She is directing her futile impatience at me as well. The girl is calm, but speaking fast. Hearing such a tone, I can't go on without saying something back. If you're not interested, then why did you speak to me? More importantly, you haven't gotten swept up in anything dangerous, have you? Who knows? What's with that answer? Just say what you want to say. How mean. When this girl started speaking to me, it raised hope somewhere inside of me. I briefly hold out hope that she's talking to me because she knows some way I can save Himeno. That's why I begin to feel something more than just irritation towards this girl who has come to kick me while I'm down. That girl's gonna get eaten up by bugs and die, right? But parasites aren't all that quick or efficient. What are you? Because it's this Manten Aquarium, she will die. If it were me, that's what I would think. Then what are you saying? My heart begins to beat faster at her words. Now I regret placing my hope, or so much hope, in this girl. Nevertheless, from her way of speaking, could it be that if you get out of here, there may be a way to cure her? If it comes down to crying and dying, I would fight back rather than giving in. Cure her? Just now you said cure her. Really? But that staff member earlier said she could no longer be saved. I don't know. There's no guarantee she can be saved, but the one who said she couldn't be saved was an employee of the aquarium, right? Not a doctor. Not a doctor. She seemed like she knew a lot about parasites, but sure enough, that woman was not a doctor. She said so herself. Also, the girl said something previously that caught my attention. Earlier, you said this Manten Aquarium, right? What is this place? If you know, then tell me. Don't take me for a fool. But I don't know. Since this is an aquarium where nothing but dangerous things happen, I want to know how to get out of here. I can't save Himeno. I think when she means this Manten Aquarium, that they're like, because this one is like on a different time axis and whatnot, they're like different types of Manten Aquarium, or like there is one Manten Aquarium, but different sections of Manten Aquarium plays out in different time zones, whatnot. I don't know. I mean, all we can do is just try and make a wild guess and whatnot, but things are getting so weird. Which path you take is completely up to you. I don't have any more time to worry about other people. I'm just saying if it were me, I wouldn't quit until I was dead. Upon making her blunt assertion, the girl heads for the innermost part of the shed. Somehow, in contrast to the employee earlier, she had entered from the side of the stage. If you don't have time, then why are you encouraging me? Encouraging me. Upon saying those words, I get an awkward feeling. The cutting assertions she made in a blunt tone, and the words she said to me weren't exactly kind. However, I found them kind in a moment. It isn't that I can't save her, nor is it guaranteed that I can. Having received even a small amount of hope, my tears have stopped. I told you already, I was just getting annoyed. Without looking back, the girl walks away. Sitting on the ground, huddled close with Himeno, I think over the two possibilities in my mind. Since it's unlikely that I can save her, should I stay here with her a second longer? Or should I believe the girl's words and escape from this dangerous-filled aquarium? Two possibilities balancing on a scale. I'm gonna try and find a way out of the aquarium. I mean, it sucks to leave Himeno behind like this, but I think what the girl said, I mean, if this is what she meant, that there is a way by saving her, but it isn't by staying with Himeno, and I think that is kind of right. Like, because staying there with her, we can't heal her, right? We can't do anything. We can't perform magic. We're not a doctor, so we can't do anything to save her. So it's better to just leave her there, try and find a doctor, how weird and probably impossible that may seem. At least we're trying to do something rather than just sitting there waiting for her to die. So I think looking for a way out of the aquarium is probably the way to go with this situation. Although it may not seem like it, I think it gives us the best option and the highest percentage of saving Himeno. The possibility of saving Himeno is probably zero, or just as the girl said, it may not be zero. It is not completely outside the realm of possibility. Moreover, Mari is here. Just as she appeared that day, Mari is here. This aquarium where nothing but oddities occur. Himeno's condition is also an indisputed abnormality. Saginuma-san herself said that the parasites eating away at Himeno were ones that wouldn't normally attack humans. If that's the case, I have to go. Right now, the only one who can save Himeno is me. It isn't as if that staff member, or the mysterious girl, or Hiyoshi-san, or anyone else will save Himeno. I have to walk on my own two legs. If I don't, Himeno will not be saved. At the same time as I stand up, I accept that determination. I have no time for my heart to be breaking. My legs are still shaking, but all I have is the certainty that I am standing right now. I spread a nearby blue tarp on the floor and lay Himeno on top of it. I find a towel, fold it up several times, and lay it over her. As crass as it is, she now has a futon and a blanket. Just a little while. First, I should check the entrance once more. If we came to this warped space-time Manten Aquarium, then somewhere should be a connection. It should be one way. I go back to my original idea, deciding to head for the entrance gate. If I can get out normally from the gate, then next I'll seek a safe route. It will take some time for me to move Himeno, so I need to carefully ensure that no phenomena will occur. In the event that I can't get through the gate, it would mean that we're trapped inside Manten Aquarium. If that's the case, then I'll look for a way to break out of this cage. Circumstances won't be any worse, just different. It will be alright. My plans clarified, I feel as if even I can do this. I have no special skills, and my personality is probably introverted, but my desire to save Himeno is second to none. Go back the way I came, go back using a new route. Oh gosh. I'm sort of predicting that the way that's like the entrance point to this strange, different Manten Aquarium is through the tunnel. I just have that feeling because that's the way we entered through, right? We walked through and then in the tunnel itself was where we first saw Mari. So I have a feeling that it's just the entrance of the tunnel tank or something. So we could either go back the way we came or go back using a new route. I'm gonna try using a new route because we have the map. We can sort of map out which path we can take. So I'm gonna try using a different route this time. In order to get back to the gate, it seems there are two similar routes, but I'm afraid to take the path containing the insane Hiyoshi-san. Hiyoshi-san was clearly not normal. I have the desire to save him, but speaking honestly, protecting myself takes priority. Moreover, as opposed to Himeno, he didn't seem to be headed down a straight path to death. If I can get out of the aquarium, I should go check on Himeno or Hiyoshi-san's condition once more at that time, because there's no changing the fact that he is the one who saved my life. I head back inside the shed and decide to move on using the underground passage, even if by accident. That was the way the mysterious girl had disappeared. Holy crap, I have no idea where we are rather, but I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!